It's DIY. So I picked up a Auusda laptop. I'm getting this little oil rag just because it's pretty much it's got a little oil from my gem sorting situation, so I would just rub a little bit on there, keep dust off. So this has a pretty it's got a square adapter, all that stuff. Got the instructions. And kind of looking underneath it, there's a little sticker there. Probably remove this, and it might have the RAM. I'm not sure. It's basically like little water spots. Not really sure what it's from. It's kind of it's, it's weird. Um, Seeing that I've never seen anything like that, but I got it for pretty cheap. And somehow I just lifted up the cover. Too smart. I've also had this for a few months, if not yeah. So compact USB 3.0. It's a 500 gigabyte HDD. It's not SSD. So 500 gigabytes exFAT formatted. So I tested this with the Android phone or Android tablet and power adapter to it and a couple cables. Uh, when this turns on, you can kind of hear the disc spinning and things. I got this for under $20 for 500. I mean, this was before when things might still be affordable, like digital, like cheap GoPro. So I got a couple of cheap GoPros here and there, maybe USB hubs. I picked up two USB 3.0 micro SD readers. Quite a few of the micro SDs actually have like these adapters, or that's not. Well, you guys can kind of see that. I think those are my 16 gigabyte SSD or micro SDs. Um, and that there's a big slot for the micro adapter, and there's also another slot for the micro SD. So there's two slots right there. So I've got two 256 gigabyte micro SDs that still work, things like that. I've also got complete tests. I've got a few memory cards right here, micro SD. I just want to test to see if this laptop could kind of read things. A lot of them got pretty much a docking station. So there's this 500 gigabyte hard drive that I still need to test and things. And then I got this docking station, and everything seems in here. It's got a power adapter and all that stuff, and I'm going to be able to dock hard drives offline or online, things like that. And make sure it's USB 3.0 for the most part. I'm trying to show you guys some of the information. This might have like 2.9 gigahertz. So Intel Celeron, it's basically like a Jasper Lake N50. So see, there's a 2.9. And there's really, this might have an i5. Uh, I'll have to, the CPU model, I'll have to research that. But, just getting a few of these RAM memory installed. RAM memory maximum size 8 gigabytes. I've kind of, it might even be soldered onto the board. I'm not sure. There's that little plate. It probably isn't soldered on, but some of these newer laptops and things are really hard to upgrade. RAM memory. So RAM DDR4. So I think that plate is the RAM. The hard drive might be. I'm not 100% sure. Well, just from Well, there's a couple of other information like Google. It says I can upgrade everything to 60, double everything, and um, but the some of the ads and things. The best thing to do is actually look on the laptop and look for the product number, specifically available M2 slot counts. I think that's the. Oh man, if this might have an M2 hard drive or SSD. So there's the price with 20% off, I think. Here's the more of the stuff that I was reading, 512 gigabytes SSD. So this is all in add device and stuff, and then now I'm gonna set up the display so it doesn't turn off. So this is Microsoft 365. And even in the system, you will find the storage, and I found the SDX. So the Windows, so it does pretty much system and reserved. So I'm gonna have to pretty much system and reserved. I just wanted it to play a video. So it's playing. The thing is, the settings on how I look at the thumbnails. It's just the name. So I gotta try to fix that. And then you could change the icon. It's really small. So I'm gonna just try to do large icons at least. Yeah, large icons is okay. These are all DIY videos that I screen recorded from YouTube. Or yeah, videos, file videos. So I guess it's pretty interesting because a lot of the videos are Android system and things like that. So pretty useful. And what I want to try to do is back up everything, hopefully, and free up my micro SD so I could use it for other things, or I could. So I've been backing up a lot of my video or a lot of videos and things on and music onto SD, and I've been trying to upgrade my system so that I could just basically have backup so that I don't lose, a memory card here. Eventually, these memory cards might start to fail and things like that, and then so the Windows so yeah there's a home for the media player, and up on the right it says open files. That's where my files to play, and basically I can try to just no matches found. So after it pulls up kind of like the history parts. There's little small menus on each thumbnail where I could kind of remove from meet the new media player, open files, stuff like that. Um, so this our tablets have like 12 or 16 gigabytes only storage and stuff. I still have to read a bunch of these instruction manuals, appearance descriptions, see if I could find any useful information. Basically, there's all types of the specs and things. Bluetooth 5, IC, charging. All right, so yeah, a bunch of memory cards, and just type in, a good type in information if you're looking for one of these for like 512 gigabytes storage, SSD, and stuff. Needed a Windows laptop just because this hard drive is basically Windows based or something. It's HDD, it's not SSD. It's pretty much a hard drive inside of a external enclosure. There's information about this. So, Evolution M2. So there's the price with 20% off, I think. Here's the more of the stuff that I was reading, 512 gigabytes. SSD, and yeah, there is a small HDMI, but it's so mostly I guess that USB headphones and a micro SD, and kind of right off the back, like I got a set up. It's a USB key, but I'm not. This might be the Windows system on this thing. It might be. So I've been picking up a few flash drive. This should be 64 gigabytes with Windows on it. So I tested this with some of my older laptops. There's instructions and things in there. Just flash drives basically. Select cards right here, micro SD. I just want to test to see if this laptop could kind of read things. A lot of my stuff that's sitting like right here, I need to. It would be nice to clear this stuff up, put it into a box, and just rotate things. Got digital tabs on top processor and things that I scroll through. Built-in keyboard, SSD. So it doesn't say M.2, but but I guess it can take M.2 slots. Sometimes they're sitting underneath the SSD. So I think I just tapped the power button twice and things. So I'm back at the control panel. Network connect to the internet. Appearance and personal ease. So I'm trying to look for the display. Add a device. Pretty much the display settings. I probably gotta look around a little bit. So this has all types of settings in the display. There's even currency and stuff. So it's pretty productive. So just kind of turning off Bluetooth, network and internet, turning off Wi-Fi, airplane mode on. Oh, this even has a mobile hotspot. So then there's accounts, time, and language. Time zone. Okay, so now it's displaying the right time and date, I think. So, okay, so now I'm going to the system. So this is all in add device and stuff, and then now I'm gonna set up the display so it doesn't turn off. So this is Microsoft 365, and even in the system, you will find the storage and nearby devices. Often to go back, I actually have to click kind of like the root systems and. All right, so I couldn't really find the display. So there's just basically 426 gigabytes free, storage management, automatic free up space. So now I'm gonna install this micro SD. So I plugged it in. I think it goes upside down. And then there's a select choose what happens with memory card. Things like that. It's detecting some with the SD card. Saving hardware and eject media. All right, so I found the SDX. So the Windows, so it does pretty much system and reserved. So I'm gonna have to review that, but I just wanted to play a video. So it's playing. The thing is, the settings on how I look at the thumbnails. It's just the name, so I gotta try to fix that. So I just go to View up here. There's a View, and then you could change the icon. It's really small. So I'm gonna just try to do large icons at least. Yeah, large icons is okay. These are all DIY videos that I screen recorded from YouTube. So, um, so I've got different files.